Okay, good morning from Texas. I just woke up. It is a little after 9 a.m., so I had about 5 hours to sleep. I'm terribly tired.
Alright, this video is going to be a little bit different than the last 16 road trip videos I've made. First, technology is just continuing to give up on me and the dashcam is recording even less than it did before. Second, for the lack of a better term, my mind is giving up on me too. The first 15 days of this trip have been burned into my memory. Like I said in the beginning of the very first video, this was all filmed in 2017. And now, 3 years later, I still have very detailed memories. I remember where I turned on intersections, the people I met. I remember all the songs I listened to, the food I ate. There is no other 2 week period in my life I remember as detailed as I do the beginning of this road trip. However, I am here at a point now at which it was apparently just too much for me. It's like the last 2 days of my trip have been completely wiped off of my memory. For example, the first big city I'm going to hit today is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. If I didn't have the video footage to be proven otherwise, I would swear that I've never been there. Personally, I think my body just gave up. It was just too much adrenaline for too long. Sensory overload, not enough sleep. The feeling of heavy depression when it set in that this trip is finally coming to an end. So I'm quickly going to finish off this road trip from 2017 now, and then let's talk about all the interesting stuff that has happened since then.
That's the first rest area in Oklahoma.
On the way, I gave a man who was in need for help a ride. It's not the first time I did this on this road trip. It is, however, the first time I'm including it in a video. He was really a special guy, so I wanted to keep him in for my memory's sake.
And here we are. We are arriving in Oklahoma City. Very clean. There are hardly any people out here. Right now it's 1:15 local time.
And I legitimately do not remember being here at all.
One last look at Oklahoma City. And we're coming into Arkansas! Arkansas, my very first time ever. We're now in Arkansas. Goal is to go to, where am I going today? To Memphis, Tennessee, there you go. And it should take us about 4.5 to 5 hours to cross through the state. And Memphis is right there. Also, I met James and was able to give him a ride. Very nice man. I'm considering going into Little Rock. Maybe I should do that. Okay, we have made it to Little Rock, Arkansas. I just arrived. Gonna spend some time walking around now. I haven't done any walking today at all, so look what we have here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, I have made it to Memphis, Tennessee.
And once again, I don't remember being here at all.
Driving through Mississippi is quite foggy and the street lamps make it look really, really cool. Okay, it is 3 a.m. in the morning. I have left Memphis, Tennessee and drove through all of Mississippi. Actually got into Alabama only to turn around so I can sleep at the Mississippi Welcome Center going west. The drive has been incredibly boring, to be quite honest. But I'm glad that I got a lot of distance done today. A lot of distance. It is only minutes after 6 a.m. here in Mississippi. Just woke up. That was a short night. Sleep. I'm still here at the Mississippi Welcome Center. At this point it is almost 9 a.m. Thankfully I was able to sleep a little bit longer. Still very tired. Sweet home, Alabama. Some old Firebirds. Trans Am. And look at that, baby. Oh, nice.
You would think that as a car enthusiast, I would remember when I randomly came across this huge gathering of pony cars. But no, I honestly really don't. It's just my brain simply went out of memory space. What I do remember though is the clear difference in traffic behavior. I spent the last 2 weeks driving through mostly rural America, and now coming back into more congested areas on the East Coast is just terrible. People yelling at each other, being super aggressive, road rage, fighting over who's cutting whom off in a traffic jam. It's just ridiculous. Like, guys, what are we doing here? So it's a pretty harsh awakening coming back to reality here. At this point, I'm very well aware that I'm just exhausted. I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. The last few days of driving here, I do pull over even during the day and I try to go to sleep. I try to nap, but I just can't sleep, so I keep on driving.
There are many more to come. Alright, that was cool. Okay, gotta do a quick one as I'm parked here completely illegally. We are here in beautiful Birmingham, Alabama. Driving from Birmingham, Alabama to Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so after our little detour here where I was hoping to find gas stations and whatnot, and instead ended up finding, well, nothing but a beautiful greenery. Left turn goes back to the highway. And we're taking a 25-minute detour. I'm sick of driving on the highway for the last 2 days straight or whatever. I just got the message on my phone. Welcome to Georgia! That sucks. Okay, we've made it to Atlanta, Georgia. This is what it looks like. I know, fantastic, right? I wish I could show you more, but I noticed that my dash cam wasn't recording. So I took it off and started to play around with it until the SD card got jammed in it, which really sucks. This is the third dash cam that breaks during this trip. I don't know if this one counts as broken. Fact is, it wasn't recording well and now the SD card is jammed. I'm very annoyed with technology, but that's life. Okay, let's try to get some impressions of good old Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, that's a great idea that you have there. Got a lot of people, huh? This probably looks really nice when the sun is out. Okay, awesome. We've made it to South Carolina. I'm here at the South Carolina Welcome Center. It's raining again. The drive here was very wet, very rainy. Had to be very careful when driving, but at the end of the day, no problem. And I'm just glad there is no hail. Montana taught me a lesson. Okay, I'm here at the random parking lot. I'm almost at the border of, well, I am on the border of South Carolina and North Carolina. I'm about to cross into North Carolina. I'm gonna take a look at Charlotte. And after that, I don't know. After that, I know all big cities already. So I don't know if I really want to stop in places like Baltimore or Washington, D.C. simply because I've been there so often at this point. We'll see. I think from here on out, without stops, it's like 10 hours or something like that. So. Okay, we have arrived in Charlotte, North Carolina. Flare country. Okay, I had to take this little video. The lights look so awesome. That honk was not for me. The reflection of the lights in the water looks so amazing. Charlotte, North Carolina looks really beautiful here in the rain. Okay, it is 3 a.m. I actually just woke up from a 1-hour nap here at a random rest area. I woke up because I had the same one nightmare. I dream while I sleep in the car. The car is in motion and I have to act and I have to brake and I have to steer and whatnot. So I slept for like an hour or so. I pulled over because I just felt tired. I was like, let me see if I can sleep a little bit, and I did. It is about 5 a.m. I'm somewhere in West Virginia, driving towards Vienna, close to Washington, D.C. Anyway, the sun is about to rise, and the sky is starting to look absolutely beautiful.
At this point I know that I'll be driving the rest of the way, and I'm actually hurrying. I want to surprise my wife before she goes to work.
It is still before 6 a.m. I'm about, like an hour or so out of Washington, D.C. Standstill traffic before 6 a.m. Wow. Holy. Okay, I basically drove through it the whole night and made it. I'm back in Philadelphia.
And that concludes my 2017 road trip. In the end, I drove 9,198 miles, and yes, I made it just in time to surprise my wife before she had to go to work. We immediately got into a huge fight, and less than 2 years later we got divorced. So I'm afraid she won't be coming back as a reoccurring character. But
this is my 2017 Camaro SS1LE. I am here at the storage unit because this is where all my belongings are at, and everything that I own is either in the storage unit or in this car. I'm going to take this car on a several months long road trip. And let's go to trip A. Let's reset. And we're at 0. Let's see how far I'll get on this trip.
oh, and then I got a Ford Excursion and I drove that one across the country, and now I'm modifying it into my off-road truck. I hope you will enjoy my videos.